Welcome to MitoCast by Mito Foundation. We share information and resources to support people with Mito, their families, and the wider community. All content is created by Mito Foundation. AI text-to-voice technology is used only for the production to make our resources easier for everyone to access.
Today we're talking through a session from the Mito Community Summit. This session focused on food and nutrition for Mito.
This was the presentation by Dr Isabelle Adant, a general paediatrician and metabolic fellow at the Royal Children's Hospital and the Royal Melbourne Hospital. She works with children, adults, and families living with rare metabolic conditions, including Mito. And this year, her Mito Foundation Clinical Fellowship focused on building stronger, more connected nutrition carers.
It was such a helpful session. Dr. Adant started by reminding everyone that eating is about far more than nutrients. She talked about food as connection. Meals link us to culture, family, identity, and care. And she didn't want anyone leaving the summit thinking they had to medicalize their diet. She said if thinking about meals brings stress, maybe because of pain, fear of choking, nausea, or the pressure to get enough calories, that's a sign to speak with your health team. Bringing joy back to food is important too.
So let's step through the main sections. She explored three big questions. How can food support energy? How can it support muscle and bone strength? And how can small changes ease gut symptoms? She also reminded us that everyone's needs are different, especially across life stages. There's no single plan for everyone with Mito.
So starting with energy levels, she explained why this matters so much in Mito. Our mitochondria turn food into energy. When that process is disrupted, even small swings in blood sugar can feel huge. And that's where complex carbohydrates come in. When we choose foods that digest slowly, we help our body avoid those sharp rises and falls in energy. She showed a graph that made it so clear. Simple carbs, like white pasta, white rice, lollies, pastries, can give a fast spike and then a big drop, which is when people feel flat or shaky. But complex carbs, whole grain pasta, wholemeal bread, brown rice, release energy more steadily.
I liked her practical tip. If you're having a higher glycemic food, pair it with protein, fat, or fiber. That slows digestion and keeps energy more stable. It's a small change, but it can make meals feel more manageable day to day.
She also suggested smaller meals, more often. That way your body doesn't have to deal with a big load all at once. And again, no good or bad foods, just tools that might help. Moving on to muscle strength. Dr. Adant said something that really stayed with me. People with Mito often don't get enough protein, especially at snack times. Most of us remember protein at dinner, but not between meals. She explained protein using a train analogy. Each amino acid is like a wagon, and you need all the wagons to build strong proteins. Animal foods and soy provide all the wagons. If you're vegetarian, that's fine too. Just mix different plant foods across your day to make sure you're getting everything you need. Her biggest tip, add protein to snacks. So if you enjoy fruit, add some yogurt. If you like muesli bars, choose a high protein option. These small shifts can support muscle strength, especially when combined with movement.
And she was very clear that movement should happen at your own level. That might be gentle walking, chair exercises, or a short strength routine. You can also ask your doctor, NDIS team, or physio for support to find a safe starting point.
Then she linked muscle health to bone health, because Mito can increase the risk of osteoporosis. Even for men, and sometimes for children. Strong bones need 4 things: protein, calcium, vitamin D, and physical activity. Her message on calcium was simple. Dairy and fortified plant drinks are the most reliable sources. And she made an important point. Not all plant milks include calcium. So check the label so you're not missing out without realizing. If dairy or fortified drinks aren't an option, a supplement might be needed, but that's something to discuss with your health team.
For exercise, she reminded us that some impact helps bones, things like walking, jumping, or resistance bands. Swimming is great for many reasons, but not the best for bone strength. She also spoke about standing frames for children or adults who use wheelchairs because standing, even briefly, still provides weight-bearing input.
Next was gut symptoms. She was very honest that gut issues in Mito are complex and sometimes need medication support. But there are a few nutrition ideas people might try. For constipation, the starting point is hydration. Water is key because the body will pull water from the bowel if it's not getting enough to drink. And water includes soups and yogurt, not just glasses of water, but things like alcohol and caffeine can dry the body out. She also talked about gentle movement to help the bowels move.
And this was interesting. Some research suggests lower fiber can help constipation for some people with Mito. But this must be done with a dietitian because cutting out lots of foods can create other problems.
For upper gut symptoms, problems with swallowing, chewing, or slow stomach emptying, she suggested smaller meals more often and meals that are easier to chew or puree. Avoiding high-fat and high-fiber meals can also help the stomach empty more quickly.
But she was clear, if eating is uncomfortable or you're avoiding food because it feels too hard, that's a sign to reach out for support.
She then covered general healthy eating, especially for people who carry a genetic change but don't have symptoms. Her advice was to aim for long-term habits, not strict diets. The Australian government's Eat for Health website is a great starting point, with visuals and serve sizes. And she explained that fasting-style diets, like intermittent fasting or keto, usually aren't helpful for people with Mito. They can place more stress on mitochondria.
She mentioned an important point about other restrictive diets, like vegan diets, can work for some people, but they can lead to low levels of important nutrients. So this should be planned carefully with a dietitian.
She also spoke about weight loss for people who want or need it. It is possible, but slow, steady habit changes are safest, especially for maintaining muscle. Crash diets usually don't last. Vegetables and legumes can be really helpful. They're full of nutrients, lower in energy, and easy to keep on hand.
And I loved her reminder that frozen vegetables are great. They're often fresher than the ones sitting in the shops, and they make quick meals easier on low energy days.
Exactly. No guilt, just practical tools. So what were the big take-home messages? Choose complex carbs for steadier energy. Add protein across the whole day. Make sure calcium is part of your routine. Support your gut by staying hydrated and adjusting meals when needed. And build changes slowly. One small habit at a time.
If any part of eating feels stressful or painful, you're encouraged to reach out for support. You can speak with your doctor, metabolic team, or a dietitian. Support is also available through our helpline on 1300977180. You've been listening to MitoCast by Mito Foundation. To learn more or find support, visit mito.org.au or call our helpline on 1300977180. Make sure you follow MitoCast wherever you listen to this podcast to help us spread the word by sharing it with others impacted by Mito. Thanks for listening.